All right, greetings one and all, and welcome to day number 1, week 12 of our journey together. Again, day number 1, week 12, and it's definitely a delight to have each and every one of you here this evening. Today we're going to begin, well, not begin, but we're going to continue in our All You Need to Know series. We're going to be doing, let's start off with time questions. So we're going to be doing some time questions, elapsed time and stuff like that. And we're going to continue just basically trying to cover all you need to know for your exam. So without further ado, let's begin with heading up. Again, a special good afternoon to each and every one of you who made the time out to be here. So let us begin. Today is Monday, the 27th of March, 2023. Subject is, of course, mathematics. And the topic, well, the theme is the All You Need to Know series. So far in the All You Need to Know series, we've done several topics that I would like to outline right now. So please head up. So the topics covered thus far would have been, so far we have done, anyone can remember the first topic we did in the All You Need to Know series? Who can remember the first topic? Can you remember?
Percentage.
Was that the very first thing that we did? I don't think we opened up with percentages. And the percentage is a part of it. I remember us doing, I can't remember in my head.
You did probability first.
Probability was first. Let me see.
Wait, you mean from since we started, or like from since we started like last year?
No.
From yeah, so probability.
Yeah, we started this probability. So we've done probability. So far we've done probability, percentage word problems, conversions, and after that we went to what? Order of operations. All right. Just PEMDAS. And then we finally finished fractions after all of that. Okay, so I'm pretty satisfied with the progress we're making. So what I need us to do is we need to do time questions. That's very important. So that's what we're gonna be doing today, time questions, and we might get into some proportionality questions as well, but we definitely have to get into time. So today is time questions, elapsed time, stuff like that. So let's begin with the first question. Yeah, let's begin with this one. This one is taken from 2020 past paper, and it reads as such. So we don't need the whole plain thing. Please write the question down. Again, please write the question down, and along with the working that I provide to you. All right, so the question says that a plane left Nassau at 8:45 a.m. It arrived in Abaco 35 minutes later. What time did the plane arrive to Abaco? There's multiple ways to do this. You can do it in whatever way you choose, once you can prove or show how you got your answer. All right, that's the criteria. Once you can prove or show how you got your answer, it's fine. But the way how I like to do these questions is I like to separate it column by column. So we know that we basically have the odd time. So we have hours. Okay. So it's going to be in the hours side. And of course, you have the minutes. Now the question is, what time did the person leave? It's not the person. What time did the plane rather leave Nassau? Hello, I'm speaking.
8:45.
8:45. Very good. So how much is going to go on the hour side?
8.
8. Very good. And in the minute side, we know that it's what? 45 minutes. Because 8:45 is 45 minutes. So that's what we have first. So we have 8:45, 8 hours and 45 minutes. Now, after that, they say that the plane arrived 35 minutes later.
Sorry, Mr. Petit.
Uh-huh.
What year is this?
This is 2020. So
okay,
the plane arrived 35 minutes later. So it's gonna be, where are we gonna put the 35? We are gonna put it well.
In the minutes.
In the minutes,
column.
Very good. So it's gonna be 35.
Mr. T, write this down. What you write in?
Yes, write this down.
What you personally writing? Okay.
Yes, ma'am. Write this down. For sure, write this down. And how much hours do we have? Do we have any hours?
No, sir.
No hours. We put 0. Okay. So now we say 5 plus 5 is
10. Put the 0 down and carry the 1.
Put the 1 above. 4 plus 1. Excuse me.
Is 5.
4 plus 1 is 5. And 5 plus 3 is 8.
8.
So it's 80. So we have 8 hours and 80 minutes. Is it not so? So the plane arrived 8:80. There's no such thing as 8:80 because we separate time in units of, not units, but in divisions of 60. Okay. So every time that there's a division of 60, you have to basically start over. So even though our answer is 8 hours and 80 minutes, we know there's no such thing as 8 hours and 80 minutes. So we have to basically break 80 minutes into 60 plus 20. It's just gonna be 8 hours plus what? Plus 60 minutes plus what?
20.
Plus 20.
Minutes.
20 minutes, very good. Now, one thing we do know is that 60 minutes equals to what?
1 hour.
1 hour.
1 hour. So it's gonna be 8 hours plus an hour plus 20 minutes. Good. What is 8 hours plus an hour? What is it gonna be?
9.
9.
20.
Hours.
9 hours and 20 minutes. So basically, that's the plane arrived in Abaco at what time?
9:20.
9:20 a.m. Okay. Any questions on how we did that? All I did was I added 8:45 and 35 minutes. I know that there's 8 hours and 45 minutes. And so I know that it took the plane 35 minutes to reach the destination. So just add 35. And then you get 880, but there's no such thing as 880 in terms of time. We have to break down the 80 into 60 and 20. 60 minutes is an hour, so that becomes 1 hour. So 8 hours plus 1 hour plus 20 minutes. That's going to be 9 hours plus 20 minutes. So the plane arrived at 9:20 a.m. Any questions on that? Okay, so excuse me. The instruction, especially for those persons who are new, like Renell and who else new? Renell and Jernell. I know that you two are new. What you're gonna do is you're gonna write this down, the question and the answer. And then at the end, I'm gonna ask you to take a picture of your work. So make sure, write them down. All right. Is this the first slide? Okay, one, yeah. The first slide of work, because the first slide, technically the first slide is this. But this is, yeah, the first slide. Yes.
What year this is?
2020. All right, so let's move along, move right along. This is 2020. Now 2016. Oh, my bad. There's a part B to this. The part B says, Mr. Jones arrived at the airport at 7:30. How many minutes did he wait before the plane left for us? That's for 2 points. The topic is time. One time. Questions.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, sir.
you say the the question is 2020.
Yes, it is 2020.
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Jones arrived at the airport at 7:30. How many minutes did he have to wait before the plane left for Abaco? What time did the plane leave for Abaco anyway?
At 8:45.
8:45.
Very good. The plane left for Abaco at 8:45 a.m. But he arrived there at 7:30. So how long did he stay at the airport waiting for the plane to leave? So what should we do? Add, subtract, multiply?
You have to subtract 7.
Uh-huh.
You have to subtract 7:30 from 8:45.
Very good. Very good. So we have to subtract. So it's going to be so this is hours. And then minutes. All right, how much hours we have? 8 hours, because the plane left the airport at 8:45. It's going to be 8:45 minus 7:30. All right, 5 minus 0 is
5,
5. 4 minus 3 is
1,
1. 8 minus 7, 1. So it's gonna be 1 hour and 15 minutes. That's how long it take. That's how long you have to wait for the bus. 1 hour and
Sorry for being
15
late.
minutes. But we're not done, right? Because the question says that they want us to write it as what? In minutes, right? So 1 hour and 15 minutes equals to what? What is 1
7
hour?
minutes.
What is 1 hour? That's in minutes.
60 minutes.
60
60
minutes.
So it's gonna be 60 minutes plus what?
Plus 15,
15.
15 minutes.
75,
75
What
minutes.
is 60 plus 15? That's gonna be what?
70.
75.
75 minutes. So, Mr. Jones, have to wait 1 hour. 1 hour and 15 minutes before the plane leaves for our. All right, makes sense. 1 hour and 1 hour and 15 minutes or 75 minutes. Any questions on that? Hello, any questions?
So,
Hello, any questions? Yes, no, please answer me.
No, sir.
No? All right, good.
No, sir.
All right, moving right along. Let's go to the next one. This one comes from 2016. All right. This one says a bus leaves the station every 20 minutes. The first bus leaves at 8:55 a.m. At what time is the third bus scheduled to leave the station? Again, it says a bus leaves the station every 20 minutes. The first bus leaves at 8:45 a.m.
Mr. Pradeep,
Uh-huh.
what year this is?
Yeah. 2016.
Okay.
So a bus leaves the station every 20 minutes. The first bus left at 8:45. At what time is the third bus scheduled to leave the station? This is a very good question. The third bus. A bus leave every 20 minutes. So we're gonna do. Definitely.
20 minutes to 8:55.
Very good.
Mr. Deep,
Yes, sir.
we go back to the last screen and you take a screenshot, please.
All right. So,
Hey, Mr. Pradeep. Okay, for
Good
this
afternoon.
one, I we have the okay, the time is 8:55, and we have the added the 40 minutes because since it's the third bus,
Okay, that's a good
so
way.
20 minutes. Yeah, so 20 minutes for the second one, and the next 20 for the third one.
Very good. I never thought of it like that, but that's a good way to do it.
Excuse
Very
me.
good. Huh?
Can you like stop like make the thing smaller because I can't see the rest of the question.
Minimize the
With the P.
screen. Yes.
It's the first page.
Huh?
It's the first page.
Spring Pong, I know. Let's get the first page. If you come here at 6:30, how do you think this is the first page? You think time gone still late? You came late. This can't be the first slide. This is the first. This is the one before this one you missed. Take a screenshot of that, Frank Pong. This is Frank Pong. You got it.
Yes, sir.
This is the next one,
Yes, sir.
and this one is the first one.
Okay.
Stop coming this class late, Frank Pong. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. A bus leaves the station every 20 minutes. So we basically have to figure out the second, what time the second bus leave, and then finally the third bus. So the second bus is going to take how long? How long is it going to take for the second bus to arrive?
20 minutes.
20 minutes. So you have to add 20 minutes to 8:55. So this is 8.
The third bus mistake.
This is 55. And so we have to add 20 minutes. All right, 5 plus 0 is 5. 5 plus 2 is
7.
7. 8 plus 0 is
8.
8. Good. So the next bus is going to arrive at 8:75. But there's no such thing as 8:75, right? There's 8:75 is simply what?
9:15.
9:15.
So 8 hours and 15 minutes. Sorry, and 75 minutes.
Mr. B,
Yes, sir.
and we go to the next 20.
Yeah, we have the next one. It's going to be equal to 8 hours. What happened to you on Sunday?
I couldn't come
I know you couldn't come, but that's not what I'm asking. Like, why you couldn't come? That's what I meant.
because I've been to church. My family was having a little dinner thing.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. That's good. We'll get together.
Yes, sir. Sorry.
Okay, so what is 8 hours plus 60 minutes? Let's give you what?
9.
9, right? So 9 hours, because we know 60 minutes is an hour, so 9 hours. And 15 minutes is what? Just 15
15
minutes.
minutes.
15 minutes.
So that's 9:15. Right? Please write this down. Again, please write this down. You will be held accountable for these notes.
We have to write down like the working out too.
Yes, definitely, of course. Of course. Who asked that question?
Me, Ariana.
Ariana, how long you been in this class? You know
No,
we-
because
because what?
I didn't know that. I didn't know if you didn't want us to like write down like the part where you use adding and stuff.
Of course, yes. Everything on the screen. The whole thing. That's a part of the notes. So hours and then minutes. So the second bus is going to be there at, if all goes well,
9:15.
yeah, it's gonna be at 9:15, so 9 hours. And 15 minutes. And so 9 hours and 15 minutes. And so take another 20 minutes, right? Five plus 0 is,
0,
and 2 plus 1 is
3,
3. 9 plus 0 is
9,
9. So the third bus should arrive at
9:35 a.m. So,
very
Mr.
good.
T, we have to remember to put AM and PM, or they usually have it there. Like
No,
how
they
they
have it. No,
sometimes do.
no,
So
they
we
don't
have to
have it.
remember to put it.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
If you look at this question, they don't have it, right? So you have to remember to put it. That's a very good question you asked. So please remember to put AM and PM. Don't forget it. Do not forget it. So it's gonna be. Where's Shaya? Shaya, are you here? Shaya, are you here?
I'm out.
I thought you wasn't gonna be editing.
We leaving tomorrow, but
Oh,
I was in the middle of parking, and then I was like, "Oh yeah, it's 6 o'clock." So
okay.
yeah,
So y'all don't have no Wi-Fi where you're going, or it's just gonna be too busy to log on?
I don't know for sure what we could be doing when we get over there, but we have Wi-Fi, so I try to log on.
Okay, it'll be good because I don't want you to miss this series.
Yeah, I don't know. Like I feel like I could be able to log on for sure tomorrow because that's when we leaving.
Yeah.
But probably like for the rest of the week and stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. So therefore, the third bus is scheduled to leave the station at what? At 9:35 a.m. Isn't it? Yeah, 9:35 a.m. Luana, are you here? Where's Luana?
Yes, sir.
Are you here?
Yes, sir.
Are you writing the notes?
Yes, I taking a picture and I writing it.
Okay, good. All right, let's move on. Next question. All right. This is taken from 2016 as well. All right, Tiffany had 115 minutes of recording time on a CD. She used 65 minutes on a school project. Calculate how many minutes of recording time does she have left? So we're gonna do for this.
Subtract 65 from 150.
Say it again.
Subtract 65 minutes from 150.
Very good. So in order to figure out how many minutes does she have left? Like Alexandria said, we're gonna subtract 150 minutes and 65 minutes. And here, obviously nothing deep, just regular subtraction. So we have 150 minus 65. 0 minus 5, we can't do that, so we must borrow. This is going to be 4. 10 minus 5 is 5. 4 minus 6, we can't do that. So we're going to be here, that's going to be 14. 14 minus 6, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's going to be what? 85. So she had 85 minutes of recording time. Next part says to express our answer in hours and minutes. You basically have to take 85 minutes and express it in terms of hours and minutes. So we know that 85 minutes equals to what? 60 minutes
60 plus
Plus
25
what?
minutes. 25 minutes.
25 minutes. Because 60, 70, 80, 85. Good. So we know that 60 minutes is equal to what?
1 hour.
60 minutes is an hour plus 25 minutes. So that's 85 minutes. equals to 1 hour and 25 minutes. Any questions on that? Please let me know if you have any questions. All right, so any questions on that? If not, we can move on. All right, so we have a plain slide again. This is 2014.
Can you go back, please?
Hold
I
on,
didn't
Susan,
get
can you
the
go back on the
screenshot.
slide? Okay, Sean, no problem. So let me go back for those people who don't need me to go back. Again, please take down these notes. All right, moving right along. Okay. A flight leaves at 2:25 p.m. to travel from Presley to Newsley. The flight takes 7 hours and 13 minutes. Calculate at what time the plane should arrive at Newsley. So we're gonna do add, subtract, divide. What are we gonna do, class? Hello.
Add 7 hours and 13 minutes to 2:25.
Very good. So we're gonna add because we start at one time and then we sometimes extend it. And so after that, then we arrive at our destination. So it's an addition. So we have to do hours. Hours and minutes. So the hours is gonna be 2 hours, like we said, 2 hours and 25 minutes. And then we have to add it with 7 hours and 30 minutes. So we know that 5 plus 3 is what? What is 5 plus 3?
8.
8, very good. 2 plus 1?
3.
3, very good. And 7 plus 2?
9.
9.
9.
So at what time should the plane arrive?
9:38
9:38.
p.m.
9:38 p.m. Very good. I like the addition of that p.m. 9:38 p.m. Divine, are you there? It's Divine.
Yes.
All right. Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir.
Are you taking down the notes?
Yes, sir.
Janelle, that's Janelle. Are you there, Janelle?
Yes, sir.
Are you the one who came yesterday, or that's not you?
Oh, no, sir.
Okay. Do you understand what we're doing?
Yes, sir. I write down the notes.
Okay. Do you have my number so you could be able to send the notes when you finish?
I'll get it from my mom.
Okay, let me put it inside the chat so you could get it.
Okay.
It's 426 8891. What grade are you in?
Grade 9.
Okay. The school.
Oh, Bahamas Academy.
Academy. Okay. All right. Who made that sound?
Me.
Oh,
No, that's my dad.
that's the old
Like
school.
that's my old school, isn't it?
All right. Okay. Yeah, my name is. Oh, where's Burnell? Is there a Burnell? Brunel. Brunel, are you there? Okay.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss Moxie. So it's 9:38. So the time the plane should arrive is 9:38. Time the plane should arrive is 9:35 p.m.
9:38, Mr.
Oh, 38. Thank you. 38 p.m. At Newsly. Or all right, so that's that. Hopefully there's no questions. If there is, please let me know. Let's begin with the other slide. This one is, oh, write your answer
Please.
from A. Hello?
Can I screenshot the last question?
Sure, no problem. I come back to it. All right, so let me put this on the side. Good. So the question, so we know that the plane arrived at 9:38, right? But this question says, okay, write your answer that you got in A in 24-hour clock time.
Excuse me, Ms. Wizzy, can you go back, please?
Sure, I can.
Thank you.
No problem. So we have two types of time. We have the standard time, which is like the regular conventional time that you know time in, which we call it really civilian time. All right, and civilian time.
Mr. T, is that that time of the extra zero?
Yes, no, I talking about civilian time. Civilian time
You mean
is
military time?
no, listen. Can you allow me to teach, please? For once. So what I'm saying is you have two types of time. You have military time and you have civilian time. Civilian time is the one that we regularly know. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and so on. And it goes on to 9, 10, 11, 12, and so on. That's civilian time. That's regular time. That's regular people time. Standard time. And then you have military time. So military time, instead of going from 12 to 1. Military time goes from 12 to what?
24.
12 to 13, and then
12
after
to
13,
13.
then 14, and so on. Okay. So we get 9:38. How are we gonna change that into military time?
Start
nine?
from 13. Start from 13. 13
Start from
equals
13.
1. 13 equals 1. So
Uh-huh.
9 would be 21.
You think 9 is 21?
Yeah. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Yeah.
Yes, that's correct. Very good. So let me just let you all write the conversion so you can know it. So write down the conversion between those two so you always have it for your notes. So write this chart down. So if you look carefully at the chart, we can see that for 9 o'clock, 9 p.m. that is. For 9 p.m., we see that it's actually 21 hours. So military time. So our answer in military time is 2100. Please make sure to take down the chart as well, because you're going to need that for further reference. Every time we're doing time, you're going to need to know military time, because that is also tested. Knowledge of that is also tested. So you need to also be familiar with that as well.
Hey, Mr. Petit?
Yeah, you understand.
Okay, so if that's 9 p.m., what about the 38
38,
minutes?
yeah, that's true. 38. Thank you. So it's supposed to be 21:38, right?
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, so for this, okay, since the normal time stops at 12 o'clock, and then the military, instead of going from 1 p.m. it start at 13. Can we just add like where the normal time stop, which is 12 o'clock p.m. and then just add like 9:38 to get the correct answer?
Sure, man. Oh, yes, we
Yeah.
can. Yes, we
Okay.
can. Yes, we can. So the answer is 21:38.
Mr. Bashir, when you use military time, do you still have to put the AM and PM behind the numbers?
No, definitely not.
So, Mr. Petit, you don't put the 2 dots, like the dot thing. So you don't put that.
You typically don't. Some people do it, but typically it's not done. So to be honest, no.
Mr. Petit, your screen blocked.
My screen is blocked?
Yeah.
Okay, I can fix that. So 21:38. Let me just leave it as 21:38. We don't put the hours on the side. Okay, so let's move on. So the next one is it, you can see it now, right, Jensen?
We need to go back there and take picture of it.
I can see it.
Okay, good. Much more of these we have anyway. Oh, we have, okay, so 2 more. All right, so let's move on to the next one.
But the B, you ever write all this down too?
Yes, sir, write down the chart as well. All right, make sure your mics are muted, please. Gaston, come on. All right, so this question is about Stan. He arrived at the airport. What time did Stan arrive at the airport?
5:20. 5:20.
5:20, very good. His plane is due to leave at 8:10. How long will he have to wait for his plane leave? So are we gonna add, subtract, multiply, or divide?
Subtract
Subtract what from-
520 from 810.
That's absolutely correct. So hours and minutes.
Mr. Petit, does it matter what number goes on top of which?
Oh yes, of course it does. Of course it does. You always put the ending time on top. All right, for elapsed time, you always put the ending time on top. Because imagine if you do 520 on top minus 820, 810, then you can't subtract 5 and 8. 5 minus 8 is a negative, and there's no such thing as negative time, except in Ant-Man and Wasp and Quantumania. But in real life, you can't have a negative time. So, at least at their level. So, they're not going to give you the negative time. So, you have to put the higher number above. All right. So, what I mean is that this is 8 hours and 10 minutes. That's definitely going to be more than 5 hours and 20 minutes, right? So, that's why you put the 8:10 above. So you typically put the ending time on top. So you have 8:10, and at the bottom you're gonna have what?
520.
5:20. Very good.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Hola. Hello.
Hello.
What year is this?
Good question.
Question.
Let me check. Gaston, please keep your mic muted. There's a terrible echo and it's annoying. The time is, sorry, the year is 2013.
Thank you.
Mr. Petit, by the way, that's not Gaston, that's Shiloh's mic.
That's his last name.
See, when you finish it, you go back to the time part.
Sure. All right. Okay. All right, so this one we have a problem. I have to change the way I orient it. So let me put this on the side. Good. So the thing is, right? This is a very good question, by the way. Reason why I say it's a good question is because, by the way, it's because, let me put this down. Okay. Reason why I say it's a good question is because notice, right? Like I said, you always put the ending time above, right? But we have a problem because we have 10 minutes minus 20 minutes. I don't know if y'all can see that, but that's a big problem. 10 minutes minus 20 minutes. Like, how can you subtract 20 from 10? All right, so with this one, we have to borrow an hour. Because if we do 0 minus 0, that'll be fine. But 1 minus 2, you can't do that. So you have to borrow from the hours. Okay. I don't know why they say borrow when you know. Go ahead.
Quick question, Mr. Petit. So, do it remain 10 minutes?
No, definitely not.
Or only when you get to the 1, it turns 11?
No, definitely not. Because we're borrowing a whole hour. And we know that 1 hour is what? How much minutes?
60.
60. So we have to actually add 60 minutes. Okay.
All right, understood.
And so that's a very important point. When you borrow an hour, you don't just put 1 on top of this, you have to put 60. So it's going to be 60 plus 10, which is what?
70.
70. So this question actually transforms into a new question. So now we have hours. And minutes. So instead of 8 hours, we have what? 7 hours. And instead of 10 minutes, we have what? How much minutes we have now?
70.
70. 60 plus 10 is 70 minutes. That's a very important difference right now. And so now we keep 520. We don't change that. So it's 520. Good. 0 minus 0 is gonna be
0.
0. 7 minus 2 is
5.
5. 5. And 7 minus 5 is
2.
2. So how long did he wait for the plane?
2 hours and 50 minutes.
Very good. He waited 2 hours and 15 minutes. Therefore, Stan waited 2 hours and 50 minutes before his plane. Well, no, sorry, he will have to wait. Two hours and 50 minutes before his plane leaves. All right, any questions on this? Please let me know. Let me explain it one more time. So what happens is we know that the plane is due to leave at 8:10, but it arrived. Sorry. No. Stan arrived at the airport at 5:20, but his plane is not going to leave until 8:10. So how long will they have to wait? Well, we know that the time the plane's supposed to leave is 8:10. So we put that on top. And we also know he arrived at the airport at 5:20. So how long will they have to wait? But we have to subtract. We have to subtract 8:10 and 5:20. Obviously, we put the 10 minutes on the minute side, the 20 minutes on the minute side, the 8 on the hour side, and of course the 5 on the hours side. Now we reach a dilemma because we have 10 minus 20. 20 is bigger than 10, so we have to borrow, right? So when we borrow, we are borrowing, this becomes 7, and we're borrowing a whole hour. So this becomes 7 instead of 8. But when we add a 1, you can't just add a 1 and put a 1 there. You have to add 60 minutes because 1 hour is 60 minutes. Okay, so it's 60 plus 1. 60 plus 1 is what? 70, right? And then we have 7. We put the 7 on top. We have 5 with the 5 at the bottom and 20 minutes. We put that here. So 70 minus 20 is going to be 50. And 7 minus 5 is 2. So Stan will have to wait 2 hours and 50 minutes before it's playing these. All right. All right, let's move along. So it's from 2012. Again, this is from 2012 paper. It says, the clock is 7 minutes slow. What is the correct time when the clock shows 6:59? The clock is 7 minutes slow. What is the correct time when it shows 6:59? Any ideas on how we're gonna get it?
7:06.
Just
You just
7:06.
add.
7:06.
You say it's slow?
It's 7 minutes slow. So
so add 7 minutes to 6:59.
59.
say it again.
Add 7 minutes to 6:59.
Very
Which
good.
gives us 7:06.
Okay, which gives us 7:06. Okay.
Because the 1 minute will change it to 7 and plus the 6. The 1 minute will change it to 7 plus the 6 minutes, which is 7:06.
Okay, very good. I agree. So hours in minutes, remember we have to add. Because it's 7 minutes slow. So that means that whatever time that it shows you, it's not really that time. It's 7 minutes slow. So you have to add 7 minutes to whatever time it gives you. Kind of weird because we start this question roughly about 7:06. Kind of weird.
Or Mr. G, that must be a good number to play.
No, please don't play no numbers, please. No numbers playing. 6:59. All right, 6 hours, 50.9 minutes. You have to add how much minutes? 6 minutes, 7 minutes. So 0, 7. Do we have any hours?
No.
No, so it says 0.07. Make sense? So we're gonna add it. 9 plus 7 is what?
16.
Yeah. And 5 plus 1 is
6.
6. So it's gonna be 6 hours and 66 minutes. But there's no such thing as 6 hours and 66 minutes because we don't count time like that. We always, after we reach 60, we.
Mr. Petit, actually 666.
Oh, look at that, 666. Oh, wow, this question creepy. Ah, this is a creepy question. 6 hours and 66 minutes. All right, so we know that 6 hours and 66 minutes is going to be what? 6 hours and plus. How much minutes? 60 minutes plus 6 minutes, right? Because 66 is 60 plus 6, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Good. And then 6 hours, we would keep that. 60 minutes. What is 60 minutes written in terms of an hour?
1 hour.
1 hour plus 6 minutes. So we left with 6 hours and 1 hour. That's going to be 7 hours and 6 minutes. So that means, therefore, the correct time is 7:06. Now they didn't say AM or PM, so we have to leave it. All right, 7:06. Moving right along. Let's go ahead and
Excuse me, Ms. Petit. You could go back for 1 second, please.
sure. It's an interesting question. With the fill in the table. A very good table. Very good table. Like these questions. These are good questions. Oh, let me go back to the previous question.
Thank you.
No problem. Okay. Okie dokie. This is, what year is this, by the way? Can't remember. 2011.
2011.
Good. So, it says, fill in the information for A, B, and C. Draw the table for me, please. Draw the table and we have to fill in A, B, and C. So the question says that the journey begins at, what time did the journey begin?
9:20.
9:20. How long did it take?
35 minutes.
35 minutes. So when did the journey end?
We do not know.
Say it again. Say it again. When did the journey end? What time did it end? It's not hard. It's not the art. So we know we have hours.
9:55.
Yeah, it is 9:55. So we have hours and minutes. Um, 9 hours and 35 minutes. Plus, sorry, 9:20, I'm sorry. 9:20. It's gonna be what? Uh, 20 plus 5 is, sorry, it's 0 plus 5 is 5. 3 plus 2 is
5.
5. Remember we put the 0 too. 9 plus 0 is
9.
9. So it's gonna be 9:55. Remember, even though it's a table, you must show your working and show the examiner how you got your answer. So it's 9:55. And it didn't say AM or PM, so don't put AM or PM, okay? Now for B, the journey began at what time?
4:11.
4:11. The journey ended at what time?
5:13.
5:13. So we have to do what? Add or subtract to get time taken.
Subtract.
Subtract. Anaya, where's Anaya?
Yes, sir.
It's a good question for you. Which one goes on top?
5:13.
Very good, 5:13. So we always put the ending time on top. So the journey ended at 5:13. And it started at 4:11. We subtract. 3 minus 1 is 2. 1 minus 1 is 0. 5 minus 4 is
1.
1. Now, the thing is that all of their answers for time taken is in minutes. So we have to express this in minutes, right? How much minutes is an hour?
60.
60 minutes. So that means that 1 hour and 2 minutes is going to be equal to what?
62 minutes. 60 plus 2.
60 plus
60
2, right?
plus 2.
Sorry, 60 minutes plus 2. Which gives us what?
62 minutes.
62 minutes, very good. All right, so the answer we're gonna put here is gonna be 62 minutes.
Mr. Petit, can I be excused for like 5 minutes, 10 minutes the most?
Mr. Petit. Mr. Petit, I think your mic is muted.
All right, C. So for
So, Mr.
C,
Petit, a quick question.
yeah, yeah.
How you say they put it in minutes? If you didn't put it in minutes, they will mark it wrong,
I don't think so.
even
I
though you
just
get 1 hour and 2 minutes.
no, of course not. They wouldn't mark it wrong. It's just that it just.
Okay.
I mean, it just everything in minutes is like, it wouldn't hurt just to keep the format. All right, so next up we have C. So C, we need to figure out when the journey began. It's a very good question, like I said, because it tests all areas. Do you know how to do elapsed time? Do you know how to figure what time the journey would end? And how about when the journey would begin? So for this one, we're going to figure when the journey began. What we're going to do.
Subtract 55 minutes from 8:55.
That's absolutely correct. That's easy. If you subtract 55 minutes from 8:55, what should you get?
8 o'clock.
8 o'clock. Yeah. So hours and minutes. So 8:55 is the time we ended the schedule for the bus. And it took 55 minutes for the bus to go on its journey. So the journey took 55 minutes. Hello, Jensen, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So why you asking to get in again?
No, I was trying to let you know if you could let my next account in because my phone need to charge.
Okay. Your phone always needs to charge, man. I keep on telling you about that. Charge your phone. 5 minus 5 is 0. 5 minus 5 is 0. 8 minus 0 is 8. So it's gonna be 8 o'clock. That's when the journey began. All right. Any questions on that? Any questions? Let me know.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay. Okay, so let's move on. All right, this is the last question before we move on to our next topic.
Do you go back, please?
Sure. This one is 2010. So this was the previous slide for those who didn't get it. All right, so for this one, we have so this is about someone named Andrea. I knew Andrea for real in real life. It says it takes Andrea 11 minutes to walk from her house to the bus stop. So the question is, she arrives at 8. She arrives at the bus stop 8 minutes too early for the 11:15 a.m. bus. So at what time did she leave home? This is a very good question. So this is saying that she arrived 8 minutes too early for the 11:15 bus. At what time did she leave home? So the question is, what time did she arrive at the bus stop? She arrived 8 minutes too early, so yeah, let's first figure out what time she left. She
Mr.
arrived at the bus
Petit,
stop.
how
Yes,
many points does this question worth?
it's probably like 3. Yeah, 3 for sure. So to figure out the time she arrived at the bus stop. That's one whole part, and then the next part is to figure out what time she left home. We separate into 2 parts. First, figure out the time she left. She arrived at the bus stop, and then after that, figure out the time she left home. Okay. So if you want to figure out what time she arrived home, arrive at the bus stop. Right. She arrived at the bus stop 8 minutes too early for the 11:15 bus. So what time did she arrive at the bus stop? She arrived 8 minutes earlier than the 11:15 bus. How are you going to calculate that?
Subtract.
Subtract. Very good. Subtract what?
8 minus.
11:15 from 8 minutes.
Very good. Alexandria, I think someone was talking, so just allow them to say it if they're trying. I think that's Alejandro. I know her voice. It's pretty soft. That was you, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So hours and minutes is going to be 11 hours. And minutes is going to be 15 minutes. Okay, so it's going to be minus 8 minutes. So 8 minutes is going to be 8 here, 0, and 0. All right, good. So we're going to subtract it. So, okay. We can't do 5 minus 8, so we must borrow. So it's going to be what? 15 minus 8, which is what? That should be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 7. Yes. 7 is correct. So 0 minus 0 is still 0. 1 minus 0 is 1. 1 minus 0 is still 1. So she arrived at the bus stop at what time?
11:07.
11:07. Therefore, she arrived at the bus stop at 11:07 a.m. Yeah, a.m. Okay, that's the time she arrived at the bus stop, but that's not the time she left home. How are we going to figure what time that she left home, though? We know she arrived at the bus stop at 11:07. What time did she arrive? What time did she leave home? That's a good question. Anyone? What time did she leave home?
You have to subtract 11 minutes from 11:07.
That's correct. Because it's how long it takes it to get to school. I mean, get to the bus stop. It takes her what, 11 minutes, right? So we have to subtract. We already have 11:07. To subtract that from you have to subtract 11 minutes with that to get what time she left home to reach to the bus stop. So that's gonna be 11 minutes, huh? It's gonna be a problem. So, how much hours do we have? 11 hours, right? How much minutes do we have? 7 minutes. Good. So if we subtract that with
You subtract 11.
11, very 11, yes. That's correct, Lanaya.
Yes, sir.
I said that's correct. I said that's
Oh,
but we have a problem, right? What's our problem?
You
7
can,
can't
you
take
have
away 11.
Yeah, 7 can't take away 11 because we have 7 minus 1, that'll give us 6. But 0 minus 1 and can't do that, right? So what must we do?
we have to
Borrow
take
an
an hour
hour.
from 11.
Very good. So it's gonna be what?
10.
10. And we're gonna borrow a whole hour. So we're gonna plus what?
60.
1
1?
plus 60 minutes.
60.
No, sorry. You plus 60,
Plus 60.
60 minutes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
60 minutes. Cannot be 1 because we borrowed a whole hour. An hour is 60 minutes. Okay. So it's gonna be it's going to be
1067 minus 11.
very good. So hours. Okay, so it's gonna be 10 hours and 67 minutes. And so it's gonna be 0 minus, and this is what, 11. All right, 7 minus 1 is
6.
6. 6 minus 1 is
5.
5.
5 for sure. 0 minus 0 is still
0.
0, and 1 minus 0 is
1.
1. So what time did she have to leave home?
10:56.
56.
10:56. So she had to leave home at 10:56 to arrive at the bus stop at 11:07 to be 8 minutes early for the 11:15 bus. So that's the cycle. We said it again for those who missed it. She had to leave home at 10:56 to reach to the bus stop at 11:07, which would make her 8 minutes early for the 11:15 bus. Okay, so therefore, she arrived at, she left home rather. Therefore she left home at 10:56 a.m. Okay. All right, at this time, I want everyone to send me that was our last question for time, by the way. So time and elapsed time, that is done. I want you all to send me your notes, the notes I gave you all on time and elapsed time. Please do that now. Again, send your notes for time and elapsed time.
Excuse me, Miss Petit.
Yes.
On one of my papers, you might see like a huge blank space because I didn't get enough time to finish write the military to civilian time. So do you want me to write it before I send it to you, or just still send it to you now?
No, send what you have now and then write that afterwards, okay?
Okay.
All right, I have Shaya's on. It's the only one who I have. Shaya and Pennerman and Alexandria. I have Moesha on. Still waiting on the others. Staff. It's just the same person sending me stuff. I want the rest of you all. There are 37 of you all in there. I need my notes from each and every one of you all. really 36, because if you don't count me. Thank you, Divine. Divine sent the work. Lanaya, wow. That's correct, Lanaya. I'm serious. That's a PR, personal record. Rachel, no, thank you. Still the same persons over and over. I need the rest of you all. Renell, Caleb, and Angelina, Vikia, Ashanti. I'm still waiting on you all. Malaya, Renell, Jasmine, Luana. Still waiting on you all to send your note. Aaron, where's Aaron? Aaron Major. I can't have from Aaron.
Yes, sir.
Yes, where's the notes?
I sending you it now.
Angelina. Angelina.
Yes, sir.
Where's the notes?
I still write them down because when I came to class late, because my Wi-Fi, like I told you that my Wi-Fi just started working.
Okay, here's what to do. Send what you have, and then write the rest and then send. But I want to see something.
Okay.
Brunel. Where's Brunel? Brunel, are you there? Brunel, are you there?
Fatida, my game working.
How my game working? How you know?
That's my cousin.
Okay. Well, no. Okay. Jasmine, you have any notes?
You will look in the chat.
I see that, but did you write anything since you came?
Yes, sir.
Send them.
Send my help.
Yes, tell me what
Okay.
you have. No. Caleb.
Are you taking the pictures now? I have to go get my new phone.
Okay. And Chris Raming, are you there? Where's Chris? Please send in your notes, Chris. Again, Chris Raming, send in your notes. Frank Pong, have you sent in your notes yet? Frank Pong.
I'm taking a picture right now.
Okay. Divine, have you sent in your notes? Divine, have you sent in your notes? Malaya, where's Malaya?
I'm here.
Did you send in your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Michaela Moxie. Again, Michaela Moxie.
Yes, sir.
Yes, where's the system?
She's doing
Michaela,
her,
say it again.
she's doing her coursework.
Okay, when will she be available for class?
She'll be able to come tomorrow.
Okay.
Okay.
Michaela, I need to see your notes. I don't have your notes.
I would not want my notes. You have to send me the link.
Send me what you have now, please. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Moesha. Moesha,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your work?
Yes, sir.
That's good. Rakia. Rakia. Rakia, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Why taking so long to answer your name?
I had to step away for a minute.
Remember what I tell you, if you have to step away, please notify me. That's what I said. Did you send in your notes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, that's good. Rakia, are you there? There's Rakia.
Yeah.
Did you send in your notes?
You just asked me that.
I just asked you that. Did you respond?
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay. My apologies. I feel like I called you and you was not answering. Tay Hudson. Tay again, Hudson.
Yes, sir.
Did you send in your notes?
Hello.
Hello. Did you?
I did.
Okay. You understand what we did? Pardon?
I understand.
That's good. Michaela. That's Michaela Moxie.
Yes, sir.
Are you sending me what you have?
I don't have nothing because I came to class late. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
So, okay. I just sent you something. Please, those are the notes. Write them down for me.
Okay.
Ashante. Ashante. Ashante, are you there? Okay, I can't have from Ashante.
My mommy was sending to you the song she be too.
Okay. Aiden,
Yes, sir.
did you send in your notes?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand how we got them?
Yeah, I understand.
All right. Okay, so Karanique. Karanique, I don't see your work. I don't see your work, Karanique.
I sent it.
No, you didn't send it. You sent it using your mommy phone or your phone?
My phone.
Oh, okay. Your phone. Oh, I just see it now. Okay, please send in the rest, Karen. Okay.
Okay.
All right, no problem. Luana, where's Luana? Luana, are you here?
Yes, sir.
I don't have your notes, you know. I only see one.
Yeah, I finished writing it right now because I just screenshot it on my laptop.
So you only written one so far, all that time you had?
I finishing up the rest.
Be careful of the tone, Luana. Be careful of your tone. All I asked you if you ain't finished. That's all I said. So quickly finish them, Luana. You hear me?
Yes, sir.
All right. Okay, so all right, let's go. Let's finish. Let's do we have 8 minutes left. So let's see how much of sequences could we do. So we're gonna start sequences today. Sequences, how much of them we have anyway? Oh, we literally only have 2 of them. So that should be easy. We should be able to finish that today. This one is interesting though, because it's negatives. So hopefully you would be able to understand how to get that. It's taken from 2020. So with sequences, the idea is that you're trying to figure out what number you have to add or subtract or multiply, whatever, to get from one number to the next number. All right. So we have negative 12, and then from negative 12, we have negative 9. From negative 9, we have negative 6 and negative 3 and so on. So the question is, write this down for me, please. It's an interesting thing, right? How do we move from negative 12 to negative 9? That's a good question.
By 3.
You move 3.
What? We add 3, subtract 3.
You subtract 3.
We subtracted 3?
Yes, sir.
All right. So they say we subtract 3. So if we have negative 12
And you,
and we subtract
okay,
3.
I feel like I might be wrong, but aren't you adding 3? Because technically, like, because you're getting close, because it's negatives, you're getting closer to a positive.
Wait, let me check out the hypothesis first. They say subtract 3, right? So if you subtract 3, negative 3 minus 3 is going to be what? Negative what? Negative 15.
Yeah, because you're getting more negative. You're moving more to that side.
Exactly. So we can't be subtracting 3. It's impossible to subtract 3 and get negative 9. All right. So we're not subtracting 3. So what are we actually doing?
Yeah, adding positive
Adding 3. Yeah, we're adding 3. So the idea is that we have negative 12 plus 3. Okay, so negative 12 plus 3. So you owe $12. You have $3. So you pay them $3 that you owe them. How much you still owe them now? You still owe them
9.
Still owe them $9. Okay. Then we have a negative 9 plus 3. That's going to be equal to what? You owe them $9.
Negative 6.
You pay them $3 that you owe them. So it's going to be what? Negative 9 plus 3, which is going to be
Negative 6.
negative 6. You still owe them $6. Then we have negative 6 -6 plus 3. -6 plus 3. So we have -6 plus 3, which is going to be what? You owe $6. You pay them $3 that you owe them is going to be what? -3. Okay. And then to get from -3 to the next one, what do you think the next term in the sequence is going to be?
0.
-3 plus 3 equals 0.
It's definitely 0. It's because you owe them $3, you pay them back the $3 you owe them. How much do you owe them? Nothing anymore. Okay. So the next term in the sequence is definitely 0. Then after 0, what's the next term in the sequence?
+3.
So we have 0 plus 3 is going to be equal to what? +3. So 0 plus 3 is 3. And -3 plus 3 is 0. Any questions on that? On how we did it?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
I have a question. If you put like a sign like in front of 3, which is wrong?
If we put a what?
A plus sign in front of the 3.
Which 3? This one? Oh, you mean this
So
one?
If
You mean this one?
yes, sir.
No, it's not wrong. No, it's not wrong. It's still +3. And the next one in sequences before we move on is going to be this one. Write down the next 2 terms in the sequence. All right, so can anyone identify the pattern in this? So we move from 1 to 4, and from 4 to 7, and from 7 to 10.
You add 3.
You added
We're adding what?
3.
3.
We're adding 3 every time. So it's going to be 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 3 is 7. And 7 plus 3 is 10. And 10 plus 3
This kitchen. 13.
is 13.
Lorna reaches for a knife in the cat.
And then 13 plus 3
16.
is 16. Okay, so the correct answer is 13 and 16. So also send those 2 sequences stuff to me as well. So far we've done. How was time? How did you all feel?
Can you go back to the first one, please?
Sure, no problem. How did y'all feel about time?
It was interesting.
It's interesting. What you mean?
It was like, it wasn't hard, but it wasn't like the easiest thing in the world. But like, I wouldn't call it hard, no. It's just kind of like medium.
Okay. That's good.
Activity, there's only 2 questions for sequences.
Only 2 questions, yes. All right, only 2 questions. Okay. And sequences should be very straightforward, none difficult about that. Like I said, please send in the sequences notes. Again, please send in the sequences notes.
Mr. Petit,
Yes, sir.
what the hours for the first and second question?
The years was 2013, 2020 and 2013.
Okay.
Mr. Tate, we could leave.
We have English language now, so if you're not doing English language, you could leave if you're not doing English language. We're about to do English language. So again, if you are not doing English language, you can leave, but if you are, please stay. All right, so I'm sharing my screen. Let's see, I'm sharing. All right, today is Monday, today is Monday. Monday, the 27th of March, 2023. Subject is, of course, English language. And today we're going to be looking at alliteration. Topic, alliteration. Okay, anyone familiar with what we mean by alliteration? Ever heard about it before?
Isn't it? Like a repeated sound.
A repeated sound. Very good. A repeated
Like if
sound.
it's like a tongue twister, like
Yeah,
Peter
something
Piper
like that.
picked that.
Yeah. That's what we mean by alliteration. Hello. I still have my notes yet, Luana. It's taking you so long.
I said them.
Okay then.
Yes, sir.
Please send them. Taking forever.
Yes, sir.
All right. So so alliteration is basically when you have like a repeated sound. So for example, I'm gonna give you an example. Say for example, she sells. You finish it for me. I know some of y'all know that.
Seashells by the seashore.
Very
She
good.
sells seashells by the seashore.
Very good. That's an example of a alliteration. Okay. Or another one might be Peter. Anyone remember that? Anyone know that one?
Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers Peter Piper picked. If Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers, how many pickled peppers did Peter Piper pick?
Yes.
We
That's an
used to
example.
practice saying that.
What? Hold on, wait a minute. No, Shaya, we have to talk about this.
It's easy. Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled peppers. A pack of pickled peppers. Peter
Say it's
Piper picked.
easy.
If Peter Piper
Okay,
picked a
okay,
pack of
hold on,
pickled
hold on,
peppers,
hold on.
how many
Slow
pickled
down,
peppers
please.
did Peter Piper
Please
pick?
slow down. What?
Yeah, that's
You know the whole thing?
it's a tongue twister. Yeah, it truly
It's
is.
easy. You just have to focus.
You're the full. I think repetition. Once you repeat it enough times. So so have you ever heard? Sorry. Have you ever heard one? Sally sells seashells by the seashore. Why do y'all have to learn that? Shaya?
We was doing it in English, and she wanted, I don't know. We just end up doing random stuff in class and nerds,
Okay.
and all of us was sitting around trying to learn it.
Okay. Picked a pack of pickled peppers. Okay, so Peter Piper picked a pack of Peter Piper picked a pack of pickled, I spell it wrong, pickled peppers. Okay, so that's an example of an alliteration because of the triple P's, right? And then the triple S. Okay. These are both examples of what? Of alliteration.
If you say repetition, would it be the same thing?
No.
Or no?
No, repetition is different. Repetition is when an author repeats a certain phrase over and over and over. But it doesn't have to be a phrase that has that triple letter rhyme. Not rhyme, but triple letter word that it begins with. So for example, anyone ever watch Hero 6? No one ever watched that?
Yes,
Oh.
sir.
Okay. For those who watch Hero 6, there's a line that's constantly repeated in the movie, which is, "Are you satisfied with my service?" Like, that is repeated multiple times in the movie. It's repetition. It's not necessarily an alliteration, because alliteration would have to be a repetition of a particular letter, right? Or syllable. But it's just that's just a repetition of a particular phrase. So repetition is not necessarily alliteration. And alliteration is not necessarily. So I mean, alliteration is not necessarily. No, repetition is not necessarily alliteration. Okay. So what do we mean by alliteration by definition? So alliteration means one, having stressed. Let me just put in the same line. Having stressed syllables with the same sound repeating at the beginning of two or more words. Now, another thing about alliteration is that it doesn't have to necessarily have the same letter, but have to have the same sound. Okay, so alliteration don't always alliteration don't always have to start with the same letter. It only has to have the same sound. For example, funny photos. Is that example of alliteration? Funny photos.
No, sir.
No? Sure?
Well, yeah.
So they give off the same sound.
Yes, they give off the same sound. Funny photos, right? The same, even though it doesn't start with the same letter, it's still alliteration. Funny photos. Okay. Another one. What about sassy celebrities? Is that alliteration?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is still alliteration because because sometimes a C could sound like an S. All right. So sassy celebrities, funny photos. Okay. Now, sometimes companies use alliteration to make brand names. For example, Best Buy, Pay, Pile, and Krispy Kreme. Okay, so those are examples of alliterations used by companies because it sounds it has a good ring to it, right? Best Buy, PayPal, Krispy Kreme, and those things make your work memorable, right? So, just to make your work memorable. Characters are given names to appeal to children All right, sorry about that. Characters are given names to appeal to children, which are examples of alliteration. So give me an example of a character that has a name that is example of alliteration. These are easy. You all know any characters that's whose name is example of alliteration?
Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Mickey Mouse?
Mickey Mouse. Yes. What else?
Tony the Tiger off of them Kellogg cereals.
Oh, what the name?
Tony the Tiger, something like that.
Oh,
The one
I
they
don't know
say,
that
like,
one.
they're
DuckTales.
great on every commercial.
How about the most famous one?
SpongeBob.
SpongeBob what? Square pants. Wow, look how y'all do SpongeBob. Wow.
Slug?
I don't know that one. Slug. About Captain who?
Captain
Crunch.
Underpants.
No, it have the begin with a C.
Captain Crunch.
Captain
Smurfette.
Crunch. Captain Crunch. Okay.
Would Smurfettes be one?
Say it again.
Smurfettes.
Is it that's just the name, Smurfettes?
Yes, sir.
No, that wouldn't be one, no. It have to be two or more. Okay, good. Now there are some phrases common, some common, what do you say? Some common phrases used in everyday life are alliterations. For example, phrases that are alliterations would be what? Home, sweet home, busy has a B, or you'd say
That's
good,
actually a movie.
good as gold. Then we have alliterations that accentuates the rhyme, like in poems. They could make the rhyme more noticeable or prominent. So, for example, we can say other examples of alliteration. Are sleek, seals. What else? Dippy, dipping, diving. And how about scrolling slowly? Yes, crystal clear. I love that. I like that one. Take one, yeah. Crystal clear. For everyday examples, good as gold, crystal clear. Okay, so there's a caution when you're using alliteration. You wanna use sparingly. What I mean by sparingly,
Like you don't want, like if you're writing like an essay or something, you don't want every single sentence to be an alliteration.
very good. Because so not too much. You don't want to use it too much in your writing because overuse of alliteration can be distracting. So make sure that you don't overdo it. Use it here and there, but don't overuse this device. All right, please send me your notes on this, please. Again, please send me your notes on this. Again, if you finish writing this notes, please send your notes, please.
Mr. Petit, I'm still writing, so
Okay,
as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna send it.
okay. I'm still waiting on the notes, and some people please send in your notes. All right, so let's do an exercise on it. So
Mr. D, you could go back, please, so I can get the last piece.
okay, no problem.
Okay, thank you.
Got it. All right. This one says, read each sentence, decide if the sentence uses alliteration. Write Y for yes and N for no. For example, if I say beaver believes in busy bees, is that a Y or a N?
A Y,
A Y. Why a Y?
because it's repeating the letter B.
Very good. Reading that a B. Okay, so follow that example for the others. So this one says a farmer collects eggs. Number 2, Suzanne sells sandwiches at home. Number 3, Carlos creates creamy cauliflower soup. Number 4, Ed likes to play basketball. Number 5, Penny plays with puppies in the pen. Number 6, Ben blows bubbles in a big brook. Number 7, Grandma grows a green garden. Number 8, Maria practices her violin. Number 9, Sam likes to eat cake. Number 10, I see a friend. Sorry, my bad. Katie flew a big kite in the sky. Matt made a muffin out of mud. I just was 11. Once you finish, I want you to take a picture of your work and send your answers in the chat, please. Once you finish, take a picture of your work and again, send your answers in the chat, please. Again, write Y for yes and N for no. Yes, it's alliteration. No, it is not an alliteration. Alliteration.
Mr. Petit,
Go ahead.
it has to have 2 or more alliterations in the sentence for it to be yes.
No. Wait, what do you mean? You mean the same letter or what?
From the same letter, yes, sir.
Yeah, 2 or more. All right, again, remember to put Y for for yes, it's alliteration, and N for no. Also, when you finish, put your answers at the chat, and also take a picture of it and send it to me via WhatsApp. All right, anyone finish? Can we go over them yet? Oh, we're still working. Hello, anyone done yet? Oh, we're still working. Finished long time? So how come you ain't sent it yet, Frank Bong?
Already sent it to work.
Oh, you already sent it? Okay. Okay. And anyone else done?
I sent my work in already.
I finished.
That's good. That's good. All right. A farmer collects eggs. That's a Y or N.
And
N, most definitely N. Why is it an N?
Because it's not an alliteration.
Because it's not alliteration. There's no repetition of a letter. Suzanne sells sandwiches at the store. That's a, definitely a Y. Carlos creates creamy cauliflower soup.
A Y.
A Y for sure. Ed likes to play basketball. And most definitely. Penny plays with puppies in the pen.
Yeah.
Why?
Y for sure. Ben blows bubbles in a big brook.
Why?
Why? Grandma grows a green garden.
Why?
Why? Maria practices her violin.
and
Sam likes to eat cake.
And
Katie flew a big kite in the sky. What is it? And
she scrolls down to a
Matt made a muffin out of mud.
Why?
Why? Anyone got all 11?
Me?
I did.
All right, only those two. Anyone else?
Yes, sir.
All right. Very good. All right, so that brings us to the end of tonight's lesson. Please take a picture of your work You take a picture of your work and send it to me via WhatsApp, and I'll see you on tomorrow at 6 o'clock. Have a wonderful evening. Take care, everyone.
You too, Mr. Baji.
All right. Good night.
Good night.
Good night. Take one year. No, that doesn't count.
Good night.
Let's take one year. Take
I'm
one
here.
year. It doesn't count because it's too far apart.
Oh,
You
okay.
see it? Katie flew a big kite. It's too far apart.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Good night.
Good night.